Hi everybody, happy Tuesday. Today is December 1st. Whoop whoop, happy December. And you're going to need your small reading book like we did yesterday because we're going to reread that story from yesterday about the maps. And then you're also going to need page 91 and 92 out of your reading workbooks, or if the pages were sent home with you, of course I'll show you on the board when we do them together. But if you're getting things ready, page 91 and 92 is what we're working on today. So I told you yesterday we'd have some new vocabulary words today, and we do. But before we learn our new vocab words, let's review our ones that we talked about yesterday, okay? Do you remember this one? He's looking underneath of his bed because he lost something. He is trying to not find it, but it's another word that means find. Locate. Yeah, locate. Our other word that we talked about was route. Route. So trying to find your way to get somewhere. Route. Some of our new words this week, new ones today. Our first one is height. Can you say height with me? Height. Height. So like the doctor is measuring her height. Seeing how tall she is. Height means how tall something is. The next word is model. Model. Model means like you're like copying something. Sometimes how, or like you're being like, it's like a representation. So like this is a model airplane. So it looks like an airplane. It's modeled after it. Or sometimes I'll be like, ooh, be a good role model today. Which means be a good something that somebody would want to be like or follow. So model is like being like something else. So this is a model airplane. The next word is separate. Separate. Say that with me. Separate. Separate is when you are keeping them apart from each other. So how she is going through, she is going to separate her quarters from her pennies. She's going to separate them out and put them in different groups. If you like, one thing I always think about when I hear the word separate is like, do you separate your food when you eat it? Do you care if things touch each other? Like if your corn touches your mashed potatoes, do you mind that? Or do you like to separate them and have your food not touch each other? It's always something I think about when I hear the word separate. All right, good job with those new vocabulary words. Those are going to help us with our stories we're going to read later. So let's look at our high frequency words or sight words, however you want to call them. This one is place, by, move it so then that way it doesn't look like different words, walk, many, around. Good, let's read them one more time. Place, by, walk, many, around. Good job. Good job reading those. All right, today is Tuesday, so today I am going to read aloud a story to you guys. And I'm going to just show you the picture while I read aloud them. And then we're going to talk about it afterwards. Always when we read these, since the pictures, you know, they're not moving, we're not changing pages too often, really try to visualize in your mind, okay, what is the story telling me? What does this look like in my mind? Okay, so try to visualize if you can. All right, can you see it? What kind of maps are there and how can we use them? What kind of picture can show a whole country? A map can. A map is a special kind of picture that people can use to locate places. There are many kinds of maps. This is a map of our country, the United States. Two other countries, Canada and Mexico, touch the United States. The lines on the map are borders, which divide countries and states from each other. So see how it is this dark line right there? That's the border that keeps us separate from them and lets us know what is the United States, what's Canada, what's Mexico. This map also shows all of the states in our country. The states are different colors. Two states, Hawaii and Alaska, are pictured in special boxes called insets. This is because they are located far beyond the boundaries of the map. Which states in our country are the biggest? Which states look like the smallest to you? What else can you see on this map? You can also see bodies of water like the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and the Gulf of Mexico are all large bodies of water, or like big oceans that surround us. So can you see? So also Hawaii and Alaska are separate. They are off. Hawaii is way off in the ocean and Alaska is way up here north of Canada. So they are not actually connected to us, but they are part of our 50 states. So here's those big bodies of water that go around us. Here's the different states. Like I said, here's Canada, there's Mexico. Pretty cool. Okay, ooh, this is pretty cool. Which is the highest, a mountain, a hill, or flat land? A mountain is the highest, as this kind of map shows. Look at the colors on the map. They show the height of different parts of the land in the United States. The map also shows the oceans around our country and some of the big lakes and rivers. The map has a key up here. A map key gives information about the map and it helps you use it. This key shows you which areas on the map are flat, hilly, or mountainous. The purple areas show mountains, which are the highest kind of land. The green area shows land that is mostly flat, and the orange areas show hilly lands, which means the land is raised and rounded. The blue areas on the map shows the bodies of water. Oceans, lakes, and rivers are blue. Can you find the mountains on the map? How can you tell that this area has mountains? Take a look at the Florida. Is the land there flat, hilly, or mountainous? What about your state? So this key tells us that flat is green, so flat land. Hills are orange and mountains are purple. So look over here. These are the Rocky Mountains. That is a really big span of mountains right there. And kind of leading up to it is a lot of hills, isn't it? Now they said take a look at Florida. Florida is right here. What color is Florida? Green. So green means that it is flat. We live right here in Illinois. What color do we live in? Green there too. So we are also pretty flat. And then over here we have the Appalachian Mountains. So more purple and more orange, which means it is more hills. Pretty cool what maps can show you. I love maps. I don't know, they're just so interesting to me. Here we go. This map shows the whole Earth. You can see all of the continents. A continent is a very large area of land. Sometimes there are many countries in one continent. There are 53 countries in the continent of Africa. Right here, there's 53 different countries. A continent may also have no countries, like Antarctica. Down there, Antarctica. The continent at the South Pole has no countries at all. Earth's oceans are giant bodies of water that are all connected. However, we usually think of them as separate oceans. So really they are connected, but they turn into different oceans at different points. A compass rose shows the 4 directions. This is a compass rose right here. It shows our 4 directions: north, west. It's so hard backwards. North, east, south, west. I was trying to do it looking into my camera, but it's backwards of where my hand moves. North, east, south, west. Those are our 4 directions, and this compass shows us which way is what. Okay? So north is direction towards the North Pole. South is the direction towards the South Pole. See how it has the south and it's like this, and then the north goes all the way up, so the North Pole would be up there. If you are facing north, the east is to your right, and the west is to your left, and the south is behind you. Look at the compass rose, which is this down here. Can you find the continent that is east of Europe? Okay, so here is Europe, and east points that way. So here's Europe, so we're going to look at which continent points this way, east of it. Asia. Yeah, good job. Can you find the ocean that is the west of North America? Which continents have you visited to? Which continents would you like to visit to? So we have North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, Antarctica down there. Another way of viewing the whole Earth is by looking at a globe. Have you ever used a globe to look at the world? You can spin a globe to see all of the water and land on our planet. A globe is a model of the Earth. Like the Earth, it is round. So a model means it looks just like it. Wow, what a cool map of the world. Here's our last map. On a map, places look smaller than they really are. Imagine if you had to show a full-size mile on a map. The map would be much too big for anybody to use. That is why a map scale is very helpful. This map shows imaginary towns that are close to each other and the special places in each town. Look at the map scale. This scale tells us that 1 inch on the map is equal to 1 mile. So an inch is kind of like the space between, like, if I have like my pointer finger, and it's kind of like the space between that is about an inch. It's not exact, but it's about an inch. So like this would be a mile, this would be a mile, this would be a mile. You can kind of like measure it. Okay, but it shows you right here that this much space, so see how my finger is pretty close to being as much space as that, is a mile. So it's just a really small version of it. We can use a ruler to find out how many inches are between 2 places on the map, and then we can figure out the best route or how to get from one place to another. Do you see where Raoul lives in the town of York? Let's see, there's Raoul's house right there. Do you see the stadium in the town of Branson? Right there. Imagine that Raoul wants to go to the stadium. How could he get there? What route could he take? You can measure the distance between the 2 places on the map. Every inch between the 2 places stands for a mile. How many miles is it from Raoul's house to the stadium? How many miles is it from the stadium to the airport? Imagine Raoul wants to go from the airport to the zoo. How would he get there? How many miles is it? And where else could Raoul go? How long will it take him to get there? Maps come in many shapes, sizes, and colors, and they can show all of the continents on Earth or just a few streets in a town. Learning how to use maps can help us get from place to place. Cool. So it's showing you like what streets could he take? How many miles is it? We can measure it with a ruler to figure out how many miles it would be. Pretty cool map. Which map was your favorite? We had the town map. We had the world map. We had the landscape map that showed us the mountains. And then we had a map of the United States. Which one is your favorite map? I don't know. I really like them all. I think this one's pretty cool. That can show us not only our country, but shows us like what the landscape is like around it. I think that's pretty cool. But also, his town looks like a nice town too. So I like them all. Wow. Did you learn something about maps today? Did you know that maps can show where all the different states are? And which one did you think was the biggest state? I always think that Texas looks pretty big. Texas looks like a big state to me. Did you know that with colors you can see where mountains are on a map? And that we can have keys to help us find that information. Did you know that the oceans were all connected to one another? Did you know that it went north, east, south, and west? Did you know that you can actually measure how long things are without having to go out and measure them? It'd take a long time to walk a mile. So that you could take a map and measure it is really cool. Thank you so much for listening, because I know that was a lot of listening to do and a lot of visualizing. What were you picturing in your mind? What movie was going on in your head as you were listening to me read that? You guys have some awesome ideas. I love that. So good. Okay, I'm going to go over to the smartboard. You can get your small reading book out, because we're going to get Which Way on the Map. We're going to get that story out, and we're going to reread that because we read that story yesterday. So go ahead and get your small reading book out and open it to Which Way on the Map. Okay, meet you over there. All right, do you have your story out and ready to go? Which Way on the Map? If you don't, pause me now. Yesterday I read it with you guys. Today, I am going to just reread through it, and then I will let you go back and you can reread it again yourself, okay? So, which way on the map? And this time I want you to kind of find. Last time I stopped to show you where I was finding things. This time I want you to be pointing them out for me. Mitch and Steph live in a big town. There is a lot to see. Let's walk around with them. This is the town on a map. It shows each place in town. This place has red bricks. Many children go here. Mitch and Steph go here too. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map? Can you spot it on the map? You go point to it. It is the school. This place is by a lake. People chat on benches. Mitch and Steph will run and play catch. It is such fun. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map? It is the playground. This place has a big box. Mitch and Steph stop and get stamps. They drop a letter in the big box. Which place is this? Can you spot it on the map? Where can Mitch and Steph get lunch? Check the map. So you find the last place. You get to check the map yourself. Good job. I hope you listen real well. I want you to pause me now and go back, and I want you to read the story one more time, okay? You go read it one more time and see if you could catch some of those words, those sight words and those vocab words that we talked about earlier, and see if you can find those places on the map, and then come back when you're done. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull up our reading workbook pages, which is page 91 and 92, while you finish reading, okay? Hopefully you're done reading and now can get your workbook page out. It looks just like this. So this is what page 91 is. It says Unit 2, Week 5 on the bottom of it. And it says consonant digraphs on the top. So go ahead and get this out. Pause me if you need to grab it out. But I'm going to start reading just some information about it. The letters CH and TCH stand for the sound you hear at the beginning of chip, ch, 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 and the end of ditch, ch, ch. The letters w stand for the sound at the beginning of when, w, w, w. The letters PH stand for the sound at the end of graph, f, f, PH. Read the words in the box. Match each word with a sound spelling below. Write the word. Okay. So we have whisk, chin, fill, graph, pitch, lunch, when, catch. Okay, so what our goal is that we are going to look at these beginning spelling sounds and ending sounds that say WH, CH, PH, TCH. And we're going to look at each one of these words and figure out which one of these sound spellings are in it. So let's start with the word whisk, because that's our first one. W-H-I-S-K. Does it have a W-H, a C-H, a P-H, or a T-C-H? It says w, w, w. Which one? W, h, w, w, w. It starts with a w, h, isk. But this says w, w. So that is going to go under W-H. W-H-I-S-K. Whisk. I'm going to make my pen just a little bit bigger for the next one. And then we're going to cross it out. That way we don't reuse it. How about the next one? Chin. Ch, ch, ch. Right here, number 2. Ch, ch. So chin, ch, in. C-H-I-N is going to go underneath the ch, ch. Okay. Now, I'm going to do one more with you guys, and I'm going to show you an example of what happens when you have more than one. So I'm going to look at the word lunch right below it. Lunch. Ch, ch. It makes the same ch, ch sound, but it's at the end, and that is okay if it's at the end. That's great. So, but I already put chin here. Where do I put it at? I'm going to put it right here next door. Lunch. Makes that CH sound. So that's where you put it. If you fill up this side, then you're going to start filling in that side. So both of my ch, ch, CH words and sounds, I filled them both. Okay, I want you to go through and I want you to find the rest of these words and put them in the right spelling sounds that you hear in them. So go ahead and pause my video and finish doing that. Okay, and then when you are done with that, go ahead and pull, well not pull, just turn it over to the back side where we have our sight words. We're going to talk about our sight words. How did the other side go? Did you find all of the spelling sounds that matched it? Great job! I'm so proud of you. So this side is our sight words. So we're going to read the sight words in the box and see which one fits in the sentences the best. Okay? So we have walk, many, by, place, around. Those are the words that we talked about earlier. So let's read the sentences and see which ones fit in the best. All right, the first one. Ned sits blank the tree. Ned sits walk the tree, many the tree, by the tree, place the tree, around the tree. He's not really walking around it. He's more sitting by the tree. B-Y, by. Okay, number 2, she has blank socks. She has walk socks. She has many socks. She has place socks. She has around socks. Which one makes the most sense? Look at this little picture. It kind of helps us. She has many socks. M-any. Right up there. It starts with a M. M-A-N-Y. Many. Very good job. Okay, let's do one more together. This is a good blank to eat. This is a good walk to eat. This is a good place to eat. This is a good around to eat. Place, yes, P-L-A-C-E, place. Very nice job, boys and girls. All right, you're going to finish the last 3. So we have 2 more words, and then the last one, you get to make your own sentence, but you have to use one of those words. Walk, many, by, place, around. You have to choose one of those to include in your sentence, okay? All right, you guys, that is all I have for reading today. I will see you tomorrow for more wonderful reading, but until then, if you have any questions, let me know. But great work today. Keep it up, and I'll see you soon. Bye.